Hello everyone. Today I will show you how to program this Hygger automatic fish feeder. Now you need to understand this how this device is set up or made. Then the program part of that will come in easier. So first thing you need to know is that the clock on this device is 24-hour clock. So it have no AM or PM. Okay, that's one thing. The second thing is that you can program this to run 6 times per day. And the feeding time that you set up is by hours only. There's no minutes. Okay. So even though your clocks say, 10, 15, 10, 20, but when you set up the feeding time, it's only go by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1300, 1400, and so forth. So there's no minute, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, the amount of food that you feed your fish on this machine is not, even though it's a quantity, but it's not the amount of food it calculated, but it go by time, okay? So each quantity on this machine is 8 seconds. So if you want to feed your fish 2 times, that means 16 seconds, and 3 units is 24 seconds, and so forth. The, the manual feed that you see on here, the manual feed right here, when you press a button, it will run for 8 seconds. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so about 8 seconds. So keep that in mind. Each time you need 8 seconds, okay? Now, when you try to set this thing up, there's only 3 buttons that you need to set up, which is the clock, the timing, which is when you want to set up the program, and the quantity is how much time that you want it to run. Okay. The other 3 buttons, the setup is when you want to set up one of these 3. Okay. And the OK is when you want to confirm what you just did. And the other one is the manual feed. Okay. So let's set up the clock right now. So when I press the clock, it's so that right now is 11:44. Okay. Do you want to set up the time? I press the setup, and you can see the the screen is blinking. Now, when you in the clock setup, the 2 buttons right here, the clock and the timing, is used for setup of the hours and the minute. So the clock become the hours and the timing become the minute. I think the reason they don't have the other label is that when you set it up once, you're pretty much done, and you might need to do it once in a while, but not very often. Okay, so let me do it again. So clock. Now do setup, and it's so 11. So I change it so it go forward. 18, 19, 20. Okay, so 23. Now we go to 0. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and now I want to change the minute. Then I go over here. So 45, 46. And you can see that it's changing, and I think I can press faster than this guy blinking. So I gotta press it to 44, which is the current time that I had. Okay, so when I got what I needed, then I press OK to confirm that, right? So now my clock is set. So what about programming? Well, here's the timing, okay? When I press it, it will show me what I currently have. If you're brand new and then you got one with nothing, with this dash, okay? So now this one shows that my first feeding time is at 10 a.m. or 10 o'clock, okay? My first feeding time. My second feeding is at 1300, which is 1 p.m. My third feeding time is at 1700, which is 5 p.m. And my fourth feeding time is at 1800, which is 6 p.m. And 5, I got nothing, so it's so dash dash. And the 6th one, I got nothing, so it's dash dash. So that's the 6th time that I can program to feed the fish, right? So let me go to the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Let's say I want to change this one from 1800 to something else. So I said that I got that. I said set up. So I said, okay, what time do I want to do this? So for example, I want to change this one to, let's say, 8 p.m. So that's 20. So 20, the 2000 is 8 p.m. Okay, and I press OK to confirm that. Right. So now I confirm that by looking here. I said 1 is at 10 a.m. The 2nd time is 13. The 3rd time is at 1700, and the 4th time is at 2000, which is 8 p.m. in the evening. Okay, so that is the schedule or the program when this machine going to run. The next thing you need to do is, okay, so when each time it run, how much food do you want to feed your fish, right? And as I mentioned a while ago, it doesn't go by the amount of food, but it go by how much time do you want to run this machine, okay? So when I press the quantity here, it will show me that for the first feeding, I have 1 time unit, which is 8 seconds, okay? And the 2nd time I set up is 1. The 3rd time is also 1 unit of time. Now the 4th one I have is 3 units. So that means it is 24 a second, okay? If you want to change this to something else, I can press the setup, okay? Now it's blinking, and I set my quantity to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. 9 is the maximum amount of time you can run per feeding time. So 9 times by 8 seconds is 72 seconds, okay? So if I press it again, then it go to 0, mean nothing. That means I don't have anything. So let's say I want to set this guy up at 2 times unit. That means 16 seconds. So I got that, and I press setup. Okay, then it's complete with the setup. So to review what I just changed, I can go back to quantity here, and it shows that that nothing changed. To my first feeding is still 1 unit, 2nd feeding 1 unit, 3rd feeding 1 unit, and my 4th feeding now changed to 2. It was 3 hours ago. Okay, so that's how this one works. And if I just press OK, then it back to normal screen. Right now it's so that my next feeding is the 2nd feeding at 1300 hours, which is like 1 p.m. Okay, that's pretty much how to program this. Clock when you want to do it, and then how much time that you want to run. So if I press the hand feed right here, you can see it run for 8 seconds. We did that a while ago, but here 1, 2, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. Okay, so run for 8 seconds. Now this machine comes with 2 different feeding tubes, so that you can see that one big, one small. So this one feed a little bit less. When you run 8 seconds, it gives you less food. And this one, when you run for 8 seconds, then it gives more food. So you might want to try it out, in your garage or in your house, something, to test it out to see how much food every time it come out. So if you want to test it out, you press hand feed, it runs for 8 seconds, and you see how much food it come out. And then if you press another one for the 2nd time, then you have 8 more seconds to run. And you can see how much food that it come out, from this test. So you know how much food you want to feed your fish at certain time. So try it out. I would try it out in my house or in the garage first to make sure that what I feed is correct, rather than bring it out to the pond and then try to do that over there, and you might have more food to feed the fish at the time than you wanted to. Okay, So I hope this helped, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, then you can put it in the comment. I try to reply to that as soon as I can. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.